Winter is coming, and quite frankly, you only need 5 fragrances. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Santa Maria here. Yes, we are talking winter fragrances. Can you believe it? It seems like we've been in fall for so long, but yes, winter is here. Winter is coming. All the above whenever you watch this video. But alas, you all, I know we get bombarded with so many fragrances, and now as we get closer to the end of the year, going into 2024, new releases are starting to be announcing things. They can get a little overwhelming and whatnot, just between the holiday sales and the new releases. So you know what, we're gonna hurry up and like cut this down and narrow it down, and you only really need like 5. And I have 5 fragrances to talk about today, and guess what, some of them, yes, they are new, but the majority are old and tried and true, so you probably already have them in your collection. But as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I want to keep it dark, kind of chocolatey today with a little green, so I went in with MAC Deep Love lipstick. Now this lipstick was limited edition, but I do have alternatives that are currently available, and they are like 99.9% the same color, so definitely check that out, as well as details on the face will be linked below, so you don't have to look for it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and yes, this is actually one of the fragrances on the list of 5 that you need for this winter. So fragrance of the day is BDK's Soir Extrait. This was new for 2023. It came out this summer, but let me tell you, this is absolutely a cold weather fragrance for sure. Since we're here, we're going to go ahead and roll into this list. So number 1, of course, is BDK's Soir Extrait, and let's get into the notes. So we have top notes of ginger, we got pear, we got mandarin orange, we got black pepper, we got cacao. Then we have middle notes of the quince note that is iconic in this fragrance. Then we have Moroccan jasmine, we got some peach, we got orange blossom, and then the base notes we have cashmerian, which I love some cashmerian. We got some ambroxan and patchouli, vanilla, and benzoin. There is a lot going on in here. So for those that have been watching and those that are BDK fans, you know that this is the newest flanker to the already very much loved BDK Soir, the original version. I already have a full dedicated review up on the original version of Soir, and yes, the Soir Extrait review will be coming very, very soon, so definitely check that out as well once it's up. But let me tell you all, this fragrance literally took the magic of the original version but made it thicker, syruppier, and more denser, so that's why this is amazing for fall. This is for my people that want a fruity scent, but you want a fruity scent that doesn't smell girly and juvenile. This is a grown woman fruity scent because it has quince in it. It has a lot of pepper in here too. There's a lot of black pepper in this fragrance, and that base, something serious. And the other thing, this is so rich and dense that it cuts through cold weather so well, and it lasts all freaking day. Each time I wear this scent, I get easily over 8 hours of wear. I don't have to retouch it, so this one is a solid winner. Yes, it's a new release, but this was a new release we actually did need, and one I'm very impressed with. So glad I picked it up. Again, those who've been watching me, you know I sampled it first, so you knew I was like in love with it then, and then I bought a full-size bottle, and I've been rocking it now for a few months, and I'm very much pleased with it. So that's why it makes the list for one of the 5 fragrances that you need for winter 2023 going into winter 2024. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is one that is no stranger to the channel. This is a bestseller from the brand, and one I've had now, I want to say going on 2 years at this point. This is from the house of Jo Malone, and this is Jo Malone's Myrrh and Tonka from the Cologne Intense. I have the older packaging. They have since given this fragrance an updated packaging look, which the updated version is cute, but it's something about the original version, so I'm kind of biased. But let me tell you, I don't really care for Jo Malone as a whole, as a brand, because the whole normal colognes are a little too light for me and they disappear in a matter of like an hour. But the Cologne Intense line I mess with. Now Jo Malone, this is the line you should focus on right here. But back to Myrrh and Tonka, this is a bestseller for a reason, and there's a reason why the body cream keeps selling out, which I'm still mad about. I need my area to restock on it. So this one has main notes. They're so simple. It has top notes of lavender, the middle is myrrh, and then the base is tonka bean. The base is what makes this so smooth. Now this scent, in my opinion, is literally perfectly unisex, straight down the middle, in my opinion. This is nice. This is really nice. And another thing too I like about Jo Malone is that Jo Malone fragrances are readily available. I know, like for example, they're in my Sephora now, so I can walk right in and smell it. So this isn't one of those fragrances like the BDK fragrance I just talked about. That one is a little bit more harder to find, whereas Jo Malone, this one is very easy to find. I can literally go to like a Nordstrom and smell it. I know Macy's sells it. So this is one you can readily get your nose on, and the fact that it's a bestseller, they keep this on counter. So I definitely recommend Myrrh and Tonka. This fragrance, amazing. I already have the full dedicated review up on this scent as well. That's why I highly recommend Myrrh and Tonka for cold weather, particularly for winter. This is amazing, and this is a masterpiece. This is worth buying every other thing they make in this scent, and normally I don't do body care, but for this one, it's worth it. So Jo Malone's Myrrh and Tonka definitely makes the list for winter fragrances. Now for those that want to have wintertime but make it classy and a little bougie, and we're still kind of in that lavender vein, this is for you, for my ladies. Come to the front. The bougie ladies, the classy ladies. It's giving elegance. And the fragrance on this list is Guerlain's Mon Guerlain Intense, you all. Like, yes, the intense version, you need it for winter for sure. As you all know, I have the original Mon Guerlain EDP, and the intense version, by the way, is an EDP as well. I already have the dedicated review up on the original. I need to do the dedicated review on the intense version, as I've had it for a minute, but alas, that's a video for another day. But right now, Mon Guerlain, the intense, definitely makes the list. Just a refresher on the notes, you all. The top notes are lavender, and we have mandarin orange and bergamot. Middle notes are, of course, vanilla, all the vanillas. We have iris, jasmine, sambac, and rose. And we have base notes of cormon, patchouli, licorice, benzoin, and of course, sandalwood and white musk. This is another version of a fragrance where they literally took the original and amped it up to make the intense, and that's all you had to do. Guerlain got it right. Let me tell you, Guerlain, the intense version, this is, yes. This is how you do lavender, but make it truly feminine. Ain't no unisex about this. This is femininity. The vanilla in here makes it kind of sweet, kind of comforting, and the sandalwood rounds it out. This smells amazing on a scarf, and that's another reason why I like this scent, because I have some of my scarves. I went into my closet trying to like get things out since the weather's now in the 30s, and I could smell my Mon Guerlain Intense in some of my scarves, and I was like, yep. Mon Guerlain Intense definitely makes the list. It's tried and true. Again, this scent is not new by any means. Been out for a few years, so I love it. And it just smells elegant and classy. Yeah, some fragrances just have that. They don't have to try too hard, it just is. And Guerlain is a classy girl. So Mon Guerlain's the intense version for winter, y'all. Now this next fragrance, I promise, you would think it just came out, how this fragrance is still being talked about. And it's been out for a few years at this point. I wanna say it's been out for like 2-3 years now, but you would think it just dropped. And I'm talking about Killian's Angel Sheer. Of course this had to make a winter list somewhere. Just saying, Kilian had to do it. I already have the full dedicated review up on the channel about Killian's Angel Sheer, so you don't have to look too far for it. It's already up, and I'm still getting comments on that video, so that's how I know this scent is like having a moment again, because I'm like, oh, that video old, but people are still finding it, so hey, I'm okay with it. But back to the fragrance, y'all. Killian's Angel Sheer, absolutely a bestseller for the fragrance. In fact, they've now released a new 100 ml size for this fragrance. This is the original version. The original version was a 50 ml, and now they also even have the travel sizes, the 10 mls. You can purchase those at Sephora, which I thought was cool. I saw them in my local Sephora, and I was like, absolutely, I would like that as a travel scent, because I know, like, personally, I travel now for the holidays since I don't live in the same city as my family. So an Angel Sheer just smells like Christmas. It's definitely a holiday scent. So, and Christmas definitely is a winter holiday, so it works out. But let me get back into the notes, y'all. So we have notes of cognac, and then we have middle notes of cinnamon, tonka bean, and then the base notes, we got some oak in here, we got some praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. The cognac note is cognacing. Yes, the rum, they don't have rum listed, but I feel like there's a little bit of rum in here because of the cognac. It's like, it kind of works, all of this together. Y'all, the cinnamon in here, this is delicious. It's delicious, but it's grown and it's boozy. This was one of the first boozy fragrances that I absolutely fell in love with. So for that reason, this scent definitely smells like the winter time for me. Even though I first smelled it in the cold weather, but I didn't purchase it till the spring. But I was like, I gotta have it in time for the holidays when I first got it originally. Angel Sheer is definitely that girl for a reason. And interesting enough, this scent is technically unisex because Kilian is a niche brand, but I've noticed the ladies gravitate towards Kilian's Angel Sheer more than the fellas do. I've just noticed a trend. However though, as a lady, Kilian's Angel Sheer gets a lot of compliments from men. Whenever I wear this, I know I'm gonna get a compliment from a guy. It works. And honestly, what that tells me is that they like cognac. They're a brown liquor drinker. That's really what that is. But alas, hey, it works. So Kilian's Angel Sheer definitely had to make the list for winter 2024. And the last fragrance, y'all, this is one of the newer releases from the house of Kayali. And I told you all, this was my favorite vanilla from them at this point. It's like the most well-rounded. So if you know, then you know. The last fragrance to round out this list, you all, is from the new Kayali Oudgasm collection. And this is Vanilla Oud, you all. Vanilla Oud absolutely is amazing for winter. Even though this collection came out in the like early fall, yeah, it was early fall when this came out. This is amazing and cool to wear there because it has notes of vanilla sugar, praline, and y'all know I'm a sucker for praline. If it has praline in it, I'm tuned in. Vanilla sugar, praline, saffron, white musk, oak moss, and oud. They got it right. Y'all know this about me on my channel. I like my vanillas to have more going on than just being straight up vanilla. So for me, the fact that it has saffron in here, we got some oak moss, the praline, this is doing what it needs to do. This is, yes. It's yummy, it's scrumptious, but it still smells like perfume. So the thing is with vanillas, a lot of times if they're like too linear, it can start to smell like food, like too foody, like I'm baking. And I'm like, no, I still want my vanillas to smell like perfume. That's why I prefer vanilla fragrances to have more going on with them. And to me, the Oudgasm Vanilla Oud version definitely fits that bill because it has notes in it that I like. This is amazing. I think it's wonderful. Absolutely had to make it for the winter list because I'm still reaching for it beyond fall. And now it's sat up a little bit longer. It smells better now that we've gotten into the cool weather because again, it's in the 30 degrees here when I'm filming this. Vanilla Oud absolutely will be great for winter. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my 5 fragrances, the only ones that you need for winter 2024 because we don't want to get overwhelmed. And as you can see, it's a mix of some of the new as well as some of the tried and true. And that's what I just believe you kind of want to have as a solid collection. 5 fragrances to me, that's like enough. I'm not overwhelmed by that. And there's a little bit of variety in here for everyone, at least in my opinion, I think so. So let me know, what would be your 5 fragrance picks for winter going into it? Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.